devotion to a married lady, and if her husband objected, well, clearly he just didn't understand romance. At the centre of this glittering hypocrisy stood Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine, bold, intelligent, and far too alive for the dull religiosity of her husband. She brought with her a southern sensuality that the northern clergy found terrifying. Eleanor's court became a paradise for poets, lovers, and opportunists. There, love was sport, gossip was currency, and fidelity was a matter of creative interpretation. The nobles played their parts well. Behind every gallant bow and polite smile was a calculation, a favour owed, a rumour planted, a letter exchanged at midnight. Marriages were political traps, not unions of affection. One wrong word, one misplaced glance could destroy an entire lineage. The court's moral theatre stretched from the halls of Paris to the great duchies of Champagne and Aquitaine. In these glittering chambers, where minstrels recited verses about unattainable love, real women and men risked their lives to make those verses true. Affairs weren't just acts of passion, they were acts of defiance, a rebellion against arranged marriages and rigid hierarchies. But the 12th century court was a dangerous stage. Behind the lace and Latin poetry, there were spies, priests who confessed secrets to bishops, servants who overheard lovers, and nobles who weaponized rumour as efficiently as any sword. In this kingdom dressed in silk, every kiss was political, and every act of love could be the start of a war. If France had a heartbeat in the 12th century, it pulsed through Eleanor of Aquitaine. Born into one of Europe's wealthiest duchies, she was everything the medieval world pretended women weren't supposed to be. Brilliant, seductive, and dangerously independent. When she married Louis VII of France, the match was supposed to unite piety and power. Instead, it created one of the most combustible pairings in royal history. Louis was devout, cautious, and utterly humorless, the kind of man who would apologize to God before enjoying dinner. Eleanor, by contrast, was raised in Aquitaine, a land of poetry, music, and open flirtation. She found Louis's court stifling, his priests exhausting, and his obsession with confession particularly inconvenient for her ambitions. The Queen's charisma drew poets, knights, and even crusaders into her orbit. She wasn't just a consort, she was the cultural engine of France. But admiration easily turned to rumour. During the Second Crusade, Eleanor accompanied her husband to the Holy Land, and tongues wagged across Europe. Chronicles whispered that she spent more time in the company